the option to continue. So I don't even know what I was talking about the temperature. It just went from cold to hot. And the hot temperatures just like made everything go into overdrive. So like just instantly all the leaves are open. I hate the fact that my stream dropped. I need to reset all this. Live again. Here we go. That's what I want. I want live again. Alright, live again, I guess. Whatever. So yeah, I missed a couple weeks of uploading. No, not a couple weeks, a couple days. This week. I'll be honest, the reason I didn't do it is because the hot weather whooped my ass so hard that I literally came home and just assed out, and I couldn't even, I was just like out, like just done. It just sat me. Like the one day I didn't have anything to hide underneath, so like the next day I brought like a shade out, hid underneath the shade. And the wind was blowing so hard, I almost like blew the shade thing off. So then what did I do? We had one day it was cloudy, but like I got roasted the most on the cloudy because like the day it was hot, I kept going in the shade to get out of the sun, so it wasn't a full day in the sun. And the day after that was cloudy. Oh, there's some more water that's got to go in here. Do it. The next day it was cloudy, so I was outside all day in the full direct sun-filtered sun, which you get sunburned in, and I got roasted on that day. I got a full like suntan going already. Whatever. I'm not sure if anyone will come back in. I know yeah. It sucks when the stream drops. I don't know why. There's no reason for it. Because I said the word nuked. I meant that in like a non-Minecraft way. I didn't mean that. I meant just like the sun. I think the sun is some sort of nuclear reaction, isn't it? Anywho's, I guess if my stream drops, it drops. Whatever. Time to spill the juice. I don't even care right now. I just want some orange juice in me right now. I guess I'm having apple juice, orange juice, pineapple juice. Oh, I missed the cup. There. I just fully missed the cup. 100%. Alright, let's clean that up. What a mess. So anyways, Paul was asking about the garden. I did shoot like one video so far with my dog in the garden, and like she was having some problems getting around. Like she was so excited, kept getting tangled up and stuff and falling down. It's kind of sad. I want to edit that out somehow because I want to post videos of my dog like getting caught in chicken wire fences and shit. She's okay. She didn't get hurt. It's just like she was just so excited to be in the garden that she like we just got caught in some cages, and it's like old dog getting mangled. It's kind of weird, so I have to edit those, which I'm not super good at doing, or not super motivated to do anyways. Alright, so I got a couple of people back. Sorry about that. The fairies and the old wireless internet there decided that 2 strings would be better than 1. So anyways, I got some tomatoes, got some peppers, got some, what else did I get? Kale, got some kale. But like, I don't know what's going on. There wasn't a whole lot of plants to choose from in the old nursery. And 1 or 2 things. Everybody bought all the plants, or I don't know. I was maybe gonna go drive around today and see if I can find some plants. Well, no, I know what I was talking about. I didn't upload all the videos I normally do this week because it was so hot that I just like came home and was just like, ugh! Fell asleep. Oh well. I tried to throw some in there. I did some morning uploads a couple times just because like I was eating my breakfast and thinking, man, I didn't put a video up. Let's get some more coffee. let's get some more coffee. Oh, man. I was kind of toying with maybe like trying to see if I can set up an outside like breakfast deal where I can be outside in nature doing a little. I'm going to put my shoulder right in front of the camera. Little outside nature. That's something I need to do. I don't have my patio furniture down yet. That's all put away. Put that out. Oh, so half in there. All right. So what else is going on? Tell some stories. It's been like 2 weeks since I live streamed Saturday or Sunday. I'm trying to think I got any great stories. Let's see. Traffic stories. I got at least one traffic story. Driving home, mind my own business. Guy in a Jeep decided that he needed to be in front of me, so he indicated with his turn signal, which I appreciate, and then cut me off, which is fine. At least he indicated. My philosophy is if you indicate, you cut me off, you probably got someplace to be, and you might as well get your fucking car going and get to where you're going. I can live with that. I can live with the person indicating and cutting me off and then proceeding to drive at the rate that would require them to cut me off. Oh no, not this guy. He indicated, left turn, cut me off, and then proceeded for the next, I don't know, mile to 2 miles up and down this hill to go 10 miles an hour under the speed limit after cutting me off. And then he watched all the cars in front of him just drive away at 10 miles an hour faster than us. So there's nobody in front of him forever. It happened to be on the day where like this storm was coming and I didn't know if it was going to be a tornado. There were sirens going off. Like everyone was kind of like, oh, there's some horrible weather coming. I heard there was like 100-mile-an-hour winds not too far from me. So I kind of wanted to get home. I figured that's what this guy wanted to do too. That's why he cut me off. No, he didn't. He was just out waiting to die in a tornado or something. I don't know what he was doing. 10 miles an hour under the speed limit. Get to the part of the road where the speed limit changes to from 45 to 35. Proceeds to drive 35 miles an hour on that part of the road. So where the speed limit is 45, he can only go 35. Where the speed limit is 35, he can only go 35. But where the speed limit on 35 turns to 2 lanes, then he goes 45. Because that's what I was like, well, listen here, buddy. You cut me off and you drove like a person that doesn't understand the speed limits. I'm going to go around you. Well, at that point, then he's going to go 45. So that happened. Oh, let's see here. Oh, I can't. I'm trying to figure out how to read your name there, bud. Bitrox? How's it going? Oh, it's going, dude. It's going. I'll tell you how it's going. This sums it up. You see my coffee mug there? I don't know if you speak the Spanish, but that says, sorry, no hablo factardo. So that's a pretty fun coffee mug. Just ranting about traffic right now and weather. I'm trying to think if there's anything else crazy that happened. Other than that, we actually had some good weather show up. Like yesterday was like pretty much a perfect day. It was so nice that boss man at 4 o'clock said, it is too goddamn nice to be out here working on a Saturday. Let's clean up early and go home. So we did. And the neighbor came over and talked to us for about an hour. So we didn't get out of there anyway. But he's a cool guy, so we shot the shit with him for a while, which is fun. I think the boss man likes to talk to people. So that's fun. The neighbor's got a dog. And the boss man really likes that dog. So that's good stuff right there. But yeah. I mowed my yard for the first time this year. That was interesting. Because they cut those trees down in my front yard for the road construction project. And they didn't do a very good job of cleaning up all the tree debris, so I hit all that with my lawnmower, so I'm pretty pumped about that. And the other thing that's amazing is the 2 big trees in the front yard that they cut down, and I believe are about 100 years old, shade the whole front yard, and the front yard's on a slope. So this spring, my front yard, for the first time in about 100 years, had full sun. Well, all the grass and, well, I mean, my yard's not just grass. My yard is whatever grows in my yard. I just mow it, you know? Whatever weed is there, that just becomes part of my yard. Well, those are shade-dwelling species of plant matter things. Well, they're all dead now because that's just full sun. And all that plants, they're just toast. So my whole front yard is like dirt now. So that's awesome. Got to try to figure out how to reestablish sunshine-loving plants in the spot for over 100 years has been nothing but shade. So that's going to be a good time. Pretty excited about that. How about you, how do I say your name? BIT is Bit, RO is Roy, and IX is, well, BOX is Box, so IX is Ix? Bitrix? Bitrix? I don't even know. X confuses me. I don't use X very much. I know in Chinese they put X in the beginning, and I don't even know how you say that stuff. Box. Like it's X a tss. Box. Is that the sound of an X? X, x, x. Is like cracking a beer the sound the X makes? I don't even know. Or it's X, like exterminator. Like I don't even X. X. Maybe X. Is that the sound of an X? I don't even know. I'm learning about X right now. For the first time in my life, never thought about it. Maybe that is the sound of an X. Because exterminator is EX. X. Is that the sound that X makes? That's blowing my mind right now a little bit. Never thought about it. I don't even know. X. But the word X is X. Why E is right. It's 1 a.m. Oh my God. It's up past your bedtime. It's Monday morning where you are. What's it like on Monday? Anything good happen? It's 10 o'clock in the morning my time. I'm trying to decide if I do another toast or do I pull out the toaster oven and have a waffle, a frozen waffle. I'm kind of thinking about throwing an audible out there and eating a frozen waffle because I always talk about how I'm making this waffle to freeze to eat later. And maybe no one believes me. I mean, I could be just making that up and just throwing those waffles out in the forest for the raccoons to eat. Or I could step my my internet game up and put my proverbial mouth where my money is. 1 vote waffle! Oh, Paul, good answer. I reached down here to the old... Check this out. Look at that. Like Vanna White. Keeps the dust off. The old toaster over there. Here we go. Sorry about me sucking the snot out of my nose, but I think I might be like allergic to live streaming because my nose runs into my live stream. It's weird. Let's move some stuff out of the way. Get this thing plugged in. Safety first, kids. Oh, I never turned the slide on. Let's turn that on. There we go. So, yeah, that could be clean. They don't exist in my room. Oh. Waffles? You don't have waffles? Hold on a second. Wait. You don't have waffles? Are you in a prison, Paul? Do you live in a prison? Like, I don't understand what's happening right now. No chili? Are you really saying that you don't have waffles? Is this live stream still working? Oh, my God. I feel kind of bad, dude. Oh, man. You gotta have waffles. How do you not have waffles? Doesn't make any sense. What's happening? All right. Well, in honor of Paul, I don't even know where my waffles are. I'm in the freezer here, digging around for waffles. Here we go. Jackpot. Oh, wait. Well, I got the waffles out. I recently did a live stream where I made some ice cream, and I guess we can update that real quick because this is how that went. Yep, that's how that went. Went pretty good. So yeah, so what this was is vanilla ice cream. I cut up a bunch of Snickers bar, dumped it in there, and then I took this, what is this stuff? Right here. It's Kirkland's, which is house brand for Costco, which is a warehouse store where they just put pallets of shit out and you buy it. This chocolate sauce tastes like brownies. I poured it in ribbons. Oh my god. My dog is just freaking out. Like I'm surprised she's not here right now. She probably didn't hear me open that, but yeah, that turned out right there, kids. So much that I've eaten that much. Wasn't that long ago when I made that. I probably need to relax on the ice cream a little bit. It's been warm though. It's been warm, so you get a pass on the eating too much ice cream when it's. So I got some sad old ones down there. We're not gonna eat those. We're gonna eat a big one. Let's have a big one. So that's how I do them. They're just frozen in there, and we'll just take. Let's just take this one in the middle. We'll take that one. Chuck it in there. Turn that thing up to 11. That'll be done here in a minute now. So, okay, Paul has no waffles. They don't exist in your world. Now, does that just mean you don't have a waffle maker? Or like, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, there's got to be a place in Australia that sells waffles. Like, you could go like, don't they have like a breakfast restaurant where you could order breakfast and like one of the options is pancakes or waffles? That's weird. That might be a business opportunity because the thing about waffles is they're amazing. They're amazing. All right, that's warming up. So if anybody's new to the old stream here, I've been known to on occasion when I make my waffles in the morning on Sunday, I make extra waffles and I freeze them and then I stick them in there. And then shortly that'll just be a waffle. Like, it just tastes like a waffle. And yes, I've been told I am a genius. I don't know if that's technically true because I don't know if I invented the frozen waffle. There's a company called Eggo that may have beat me to that one, but the homemade frozen waffle, I may have pioneered that. It's possible. I doubt it though, but it's possible. Oh, whatever. All right, so what are we on to next? We talked about the shitty weather and the good weather. No waffles. They look gross! Oh, what's going on? Dude, how can it be gross? So, all right. It's just crispy goodness. It's all just like, it's like the edge of a brownie with the good part. Syrup and butter? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna. To each their own. Let's say that. I think my doggy wants out, so let's go. Let's go let the beast out. We're going to do a little hand sensor here because I may or may not have vacuumed the carpets. Oh, maybe we got a shot of that real quick there. All right, here we go. The old beast just wants to go out. So you can see how green it is out there now. Isn't that green? Look how green it is. You can see where my dog, unfortunately, abuses my yard right there with her all-wheel drive dog propeller. Oh, I got a story about Bird I can tell. Ready? Release the hound! I don't know how good the stream is out here, but we can do a little quick shot here. You can see, well, there's the crap that stuck to the window from the storm the other day. It was just blowing everywhere. That's a buckeye tree. It's leafing out. It's nice. Trees are starting to pop. Good stuff. All right, dog's doing her thing. So I don't think I told this story, and I'll tell it. Nate, maybe I did tell it. I might have told it last stream. We'll just tell it again. The neighbors got 2 Weimaraners, had them for a while, and then like I kind of noticed like last fall, like one of them never really came over anymore to the fence. And I know their dog was older, and I thought, well, maybe they lost their dog, because like usually you see your neighbor dogs, like they kind of. Thing you notice. And a couple months go by, and all of a sudden a new dog shows up. It's like, oh, they got a replacement dog going on. So that's no big deal. It's like the dogs they had were dark or light gray, and they got a dark gray Weimaraner. So it's like, all right, they got 2 dogs again, no big deal. I let Berta out the other day, and she just started howling like she does when the fire truck drives by. Just, maybe you need to see me do the dog. We'll do the dog cam here. That's what she looked like. That's what she was doing, anyways. A birdhouse? Oh, I got birdhouses. Yeah, for sure. She's just freaking out, but there's no sirens. I was like, why is the dog just howling like nuts? Well, what it was is the old fat gray, light gray wine rubber that I thought had died. Must have been hurt or I don't know what happened, but it was out. And Berta lost her mind. She wouldn't stop barking. She barked. Oh, like I felt bad for the neighbor. I finally had to bring her inside. After she stopped howling, she just started har, 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 as loud as she could, just over and over. She was so pumped to see her little buddy over there. So that was kind of fun. What's that thing in your yard? Oh, so right out the door, that's a bird. That's an old bird feeder, is what that is. But I don't feed the birds because, I mean, I feed myself. I don't feed the birds. Ooh, that started getting a little toasty. So, yeah, that's an old bird feeder that just still is there. I've thought about taking it down, but I'm just like, whatever. Maybe someday I'll get around to feeding the birds. It's kind of a weird location. It's like right in front of the door. I mean, it's cool if you want to watch the birds eat. This property is kind of like a bit of a bird sanctuary. It actually used to be technically called the Happy Valley Bird Sanctuary is what this property was called. I have a sign, it's like in the basement or in the garage someplace that says it. Yeah, lots of birds here because there's a creek right next to me, so there's water and yeah, lots of birds come through here. Anyways, I built some bird houses. We got some wren houses. I built a woodpecker house, but they don't like it. They prefer to live in the... This plate is dangerously small for that waffle. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yeah, Berta was super excited about the old neighbor dog being back, so that was kind of fun. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I mean, lots of stuff's happened. I can't remember it all. There's just too much madness going on. So, I was driving home the other day, and just driving along my own business. Well, speaking about my business, my donkey wants in this. Well, tripod wrecking and stuff. So I assume you're talking about that thing right there. So what that is like, they're like chicken feeders. It's 2 chicken feeders built into a custom roof thing that needs definitely a little bit of work. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. But it's cast in concrete and it's kind of permanent there, so. I should maybe think about getting some bird feed. It's fun. My mom feeds the birds and it's cool to go to their house and see all the birds that she gets, but unfortunately, like everything else is like, I think you used to be able to buy a bag of bird seed for a couple bucks. Now it's like you got to take a loan out to buy bird seed, and it's like, all right, birds. Well, if we're gonna take loans out to buy food, it's to feed ourselves, not the birds. At least at this household. Oh, sorry, bird. How about I smack you in the face with a oopsie doopsie? Just hit her with the tripod. Anywho, I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, I was driving home, and like I'm kind of a car nut. Like I love cars. Anytime I see a car, it's like, ooh, I saw a car. Like, what did I see? I saw a Rivian the other day. There's a Rivian in my town. That's an electric truck. Saw my first Rivian. And then got some Broncos, the new full-size Broncos. I've seen a few of those now. Those are kind of rare for a while. See a few of those. Seen like a red one, a maroon one, and a white one. Anyways, I'm a couple blocks from my house. Hold on. Yeah, I know. That's what you told me. That's crazy. I mean, that is a small world story. So yeah, you know all about all the birds and all the stuff. I mean, that is a wild story. When I tell people that story about how you stumbled across my channel and you figured out that you lived in my neighborhood, like that's crazy. I mean, that's madness. Small world shit right there. Like, well, okay. We'll come back to the car show. We're going to tell small world stories here. If you want to know how small the planet Earth is, I'm going to tell you some story about how small the planet Earth is. And all this is true. So, I one time in my 20s went to Montana to visit some friends, and we decided to go camping in I think it was the Bitterroot Mountains. I think it was. Very famous for grizzly bears. And I was like, I guess we'll go camping grizzly bear country, no big deal. And the people I was with were probably politely, I would say not the smartest people I've ever met in my life. And they had this genius plan. This is what it was. We'd go camping, but we'd drive in separate cars and then not show up at the same time and then enter the place we're going at a separate time, and then we'd just meet, like, after hiking miles back into the backcountry, we'd just meet and then we'd just camp there. And then we also had this genius plan that we'd just divide all the gear up equally, so when we were backpacking in, we'd have to carry, we had equal weights. Okay. So we're going in, and the two dudes that were not in the car with me, couldn't find them, and we were looking for them. And I was with my buddy and his girl, and like the mosquitoes were so thick, like it was insane. Like you do that, like 25 dead mosquitoes, and you could do that as much as you want. I'm not exaggerating. It was the most mosquitoes that you could ever possibly imagine in the history of the world, and we were getting eaten alive. So after dealing with that for like hours, like I just put long pants and a long shirt on, and was just like, this is insane. My buddy had his dog and his roommate's dog, and the dogs ran away. So then the dogs were lost. And we met some people coming down. We said, did you see these two hippies walking up? Oh, yeah, they're just up the road. We see them. And I was like, all right. I'm going to go meet up with those two dudes, camp up there with them, and then my buddy and his girlfriend were going to go look for the dogs. So we separated. Well, I went to the top of the mountain by the lake, and the people that said they saw our buddies, they lied to us. There was nobody up there. And so I'm at the top of this mountain. Sun's going down. My water's gone. I have no more water. I don't have a water filter with me. I'm smart enough to realize that I have food on me. I'm in grizzly country. And the guy with the rope to put over the bear bag rope thing to keep the bears from coming and eat you when you're sleeping, he's not with me anymore. I'm like, dude, I have food. Like, I am a danger to all people in this area because I have food on me and I can't get it secured. So I did the right thing. I found the first group of people I could find, and I said, hey, here's the deal. I know I'm an idiot. I got separated from my people. I have food on me. Can I secure my food in your bear bag? In the bear bag, what it is, you put all your food in a bag, and then you take a rock and a rope, and you throw it up over something way up in the sky, and you pull that rope up, and you dangle your food in the air away from your camp. So when the bear comes to eat all your food, it doesn't eat you, like, oh, I got a candy bar in my pocket. Oh, yeah, you don't have a leg anymore. Anyways, this group of dudes I ran into, it's a group of friends from like college or something. Every year they come out as a group and they go deep in the forest and they go camp and they come out. And this is their last day, the last overnight. They're pushing out. They're camping one night and they're done. And they're like, yeah, that's fine, buddy. And like I was like, cool, I appreciate it. And like hung out with them. I told them, I'll purify your water for you. They had a pump and like they had fresh fish. Like I ate with them. It was really cool. Well, just through conversation, we figured out that one of the dudes lives in the town that my aunt and uncle live in Texas, and does business with them. And they totally know who these people are, and I was like, that's crazy. So I literally went in the middle of like what you would consider like the most rugged, outback, nowhere, nothing in the United States, and I ran into people that knew my family. Like, that's a true story. So they went back and like told my aunt and uncle that I saved them from a grizzly bear in the fucking mountains of Montana. my aunt called me, was like, what the hell? That was crazy. That would be funny. There's a small world story for you. Another small world story is my older brother lived in Denmark as an exchange student. Gave someone a card. 4 years later, I went to Denmark as an exchange student, and someone I met there came to visit me in America, and on the way back was at an airport. Those two people both realized they were Danish. The one Danish guy said, oh, I met someone from America once, pulled out the card of my brother, and the girl that just came from my house was like, I was just at that house. I know that guy. How small a world is that? Like, they weren't in Denmark. They were in an airport that was like funneling back to Denmark, but like just two random people that were both Danish pulled cards out to two brothers that it's just like, oh my god, that's insane. Small world. I'm trying to think of another just crazy small world. There was another one I had. It was just like, you couldn't believe it. You couldn't make it up if you tried. What was it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank right now. Those are the two crazy ones. Why was I in Denmark? I was I was an exchange student. I was a Rotary Youth Ambassador representing part of Iowa, part of Nebraska, part of Minnesota, and all of South Dakota to Denmark for a year. When I was 18 years old. Oh, yeah, I must have told that story to one of my subscribers, and they know I must have got some of the details wrong there. Yeah, they were in London. So a person that was visiting my house was making a connection in London and ran into a person that knew my brother 4 years earlier. That's crazy. But, yeah, the world is not as large as you think it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's big. But nothing I think will ever top going to the middle of nowhere in Montana and running into a person that knows your family. I mean, you can't get away from it. You know, you think you can get away? No, you can't even go to grizzly country, like dangerous parts of country. I didn't have a tent. Like, that was the other thing that night. That night, I slept in a sleeping bag with my pocket knife in my hand because I was like, well, I guess if I get eaten by a grizzly bear, that grizzly bear ain't gonna have any fucking eyes. So I'm gonna gouge his eyes out with a pocket knife. That's what I'm gonna do. It's crazy. And the best part, I forgot this. My friend that I was camping with, supposedly that night, when him and his girlfriend went back to look for the dogs, they were just going to camp in the parking lot. We packed the tent rods that holds the tent up in my bag, so all they had was the tent. They didn't have any of the rods to hold the tent up. That was the best part of that. So once you got high enough up, the mosquitoes went away. But they stayed down in the parking lot where all it was mosquitoes. So they just basically crawled into the tent and let it lay on top of them with literally a billion mosquitoes. His girlfriend, it looked like she had the mumps, dude. I felt so bad because she was like, you know, how girls are sometimes, in general. Short shorts and a tank top. That's what she was wearing. And she got ravaged by about 100 trillion mosquitoes. It was nuts. Tell the story you started from the other day. Oh, about the car? The car story? Come on. So I'm driving home. You know, tell my car story. I was driving home and I look over and I see this Jeep and I'm like, damn, that's a crazy Jeep. Like, it was a Jeep that had 36-inch tall tires, which is about a meter tall. That's about a yard. 3 feet is a yard. 36 inches is 3 feet. So this Jeep had yard tall tires. I mean, to the top of my belt buckle. Lift kit, Fox struts with the reservoirs, everything. The big bumper, the worn winch, the whole thing. That big lights. And it was gray. It looked cool, gray and red. And I just noticed it. I was like, damn, that's like, it looked like a Tonka truck. It was like that nice Jeep, you know. Whatever. Drive home. Park in the garage. Get out of my truck, start to go inside. My cousin, my female cousin, she's a twin. She got a brother who's a twin. Anyways, she jumps out from behind my garage door and is like, surprise! I'm like, holy shit! I had a heart attack. I was like, oh yeah, what's up? Start talking to her. She's like, check out my Jeep. And I was like, wait a second, was that your Jeep back there? She's like, yeah, I saw you looking at me. I'm like, well, I wasn't looking at you. I was looking at your Jeep. So my cousin has got this Jeep, and it's like, I never seen that in my life. It's the most Jeeped out Jeep I've ever seen in the history of Jeeps. It's so cool. Well, I promise, I think she said it gets 8 miles a gallon, which is kind of, that's a little rough. I mean, these tires had to be that wide. I mean, monster. I mean, off-roader. It was just an off-road adventure Jeep is what it was. That was pretty rad. It was like so lifted. It was so high in the air. 2-door. My dog wants a waffle. She's looking at me. I'm trying to think. There was another really small story. Well, there was one where I didn't really know the people very well, but one of the girls that I went to school with when I was in Denmark took a vacation once to some like tropical island place. part of the world where, like, you know, there's islands and ocean. And, like, what they decided to do is for one day while they were there, you could go to what they call it, like, basically a deserted island where there's nothing on it. It's just, like, a chunk of beach, but, like, you could take a boat there and you could hang out. No structures, no nothing. So her and her boyfriend went over to this deserted island in some island paradise place. I don't know, like, probably, like, you know, the Philippines, maybe, or something. And they're on a deserted island where it wasn't like a vacation destination. It wasn't like there was tourists everywhere. It was like, it was a place where there's islands everywhere. You know, just islands everywhere, and you just go to one and have basically your own island for the day. So this girl and her boyfriend went there, and they went to this island. There's nobody on there. There's no buildings, no nothing, and they ran into someone that they knew. like halfway around the world on a deserted island, they ran into a dude they knew. Like, they didn't know was on vacation. It's just like, what? I remember hearing that story secondhand. Just like, how do you go on an airplane around the world, go to a place where there's islands everywhere, pick a random island, and then go to it and then run into somebody you know? You know what I mean? It's just crazy. It's so random. I'm trying to think of, I think there was, God, there's one with my brother, I think. How did that work? God, am I losing my memory? I think I'm losing my memory. Oh, yeah. My brother got a haircut from a lady, and her mom, like, or the lady who cut my brother's hair, like, knew my brother's fiance, like down south in Texas. And just through like casual conversation, it was determined that the lady cutting my brother's hair, her daughter was like engaged to one of my friends. That was kind of weird, if I remember right. Not the most random thing, but kind of random. Like, whoa, that's nuts. Because how do you even get to that point in the conversation where it's like, oh yeah, my little brother has a friend and he's engaged to a girl. Is that your daughter? Like, huh? Kind of weird. Well, whatever. So, yeah. Toasted and waffles quite a bit for breakfast there, kids. I'm kind of stuffed right now. Trying to think what else is there to do today. On the old channel. 37 minutes. I'm trying to figure out how long did my first one go for? I feel like I've been streaming for like an hour now. Let's go to the old Hey! Looking at my cabinets? Those are my cabinets. Alright. So today I need to do a lot of things. I need to wash my car is what I need to do. That should probably be priority 1, because that's still kind of got some winter grime on it. That should have been washed off like a long time ago. But I need to go buy some plants for the garden. It's supposed to rain though today. I need to check the weather. It was supposed to rain all day, and then this morning I woke up, it looked like it was going to rain for a little bit this morning, and maybe have an afternoon to get something done. But I need to start getting the plants in the garden, otherwise they ain't going to grow. Whatever. Kind of want to just sit in a chair and do nothing all day. Doesn't that sound like fun? That sounds like a blast. I tried to do a little better on the uploads this week. Hard to upload videos when you're asleep. That's what I found out. Whatever. All right. I think I'm gonna. What's the weather like there? So right now it's 63 degrees out, which is in Fahrenheit. That is the temperature where a long sleeve shirt is acceptable and nice to have on when you go outside. A short sleeve is okay, but if the wind blows, it might get a little chilly. So, like, my favorite kind of weather. 63 degrees, like, perfect. It's supposed to warm up probably in the 70s, so, like, kind of the temperature you like your house to be is the 70s. 72, I think, is the official, what your house is supposed to be, whatever. I don't know about that. But, it's overcast. It's supposed to rain today a little bit, but no, it's definitely spring weather. The wind is not blowing, which is unusual. I'm pretty excited about that. But, yeah. Just another day in paradise. I need to fix. I had a big washout in the back gravel driveway. I need to try to fix that, but I already took the plow off, so I was like, I thought it's a big deal. It's just something I have to do. I was like, oh, fix gravel driveway, wash car, wash truck, do laundry, do dishes, clean the house. I'm only gonna do one of those things probably today. I need to do all of them, but maybe I'll do two things. I definitely get to sit in a chair. I know I'm gonna get that accomplished. I need to bring the patio furniture down because it's patio furniture season. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll move the furniture, put the plow on, fix the gravel, something. I don't know. All right, so thanks for watching. If you didn't catch the live stream, thanks for the rewatch on the re-upload. If you watched the first stream and it dropped, there's nothing I can do about that. The camera barely moved 4 feet. The router is literally 7 feet away. The router is right. It's, I'll get my finger pointed the right way. Come on, camera. Jeez, everything's mirrored. My wireless router is right inside that hole right there. Right there is where I keep it. So it's like, there should be no signal. I mean, I don't think I have a metal plate in my head, but if I did, that wouldn't even block the signal. So, Paul, your assignment is to eat some chili and try some waffles, because that's just blowing my mind. I don't even understand how you got to this point. I mean, I know you're at least 10 years old because you said you lived here 10 years ago, so I know you're older than that, but like, time for bed. Yeah, it's getting late. Catch you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Until next time, do the best you can. Stay safe. Peace.